something, and he got resent to prison, and he's claiming that he's been out for months and months and months, when actually he hasn't. So he got sent to prison for breaching his sexual harm prevention order, and then he's been let out again, and then he's done something else, and he's been sent back down, and now he's been remanded for something else, and then he's out again now. How long for? Because he's back on TikTok, I really don't know. He goes live on Holly Stanley _time for truth. He's live for hours. Within his live streams, he talks about R word and a baby. He comes in comments, and you can say it's lies all you want. He has been sent to prison, and I know he's been sent to prison because I've played a part in him going back to prison. So you can say it's lies all you want. I don't give a fuck. I know the truth. The minute he's out, he's back live on TikTok straight away, trying to earn money, trying to get cash. He claimed that he was homeless at one point. You can't be homeless when you've got a sexual harm prevention order in place. The prisons have got a duty to house you so they know where you are, because obviously you're a danger. Whilst he was in prison, he was classed as a medium risk to children. Now he's out of prison, that's gone up because obviously his access to children has got higher. So if he's classed as a medium risk in prison, out of prison he's got to be high risk, hasn't he? So yeah, that's basically it.
I was listening, sorry, I was listening.
No, it's alright. It's a lot to take for 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday.
Basically, he needs off the app.
Yeah, he does. He needs completely off the app, but everything that he's doing needs to be reported. So on his I've been told on his Comment Cafe thread, there's like pictures, and all over TikTok there's pictures of a review that he had in prison, and his name in prison was Danielle Cooper. I highly suggest that you contact that prison, make them aware that Danielle Cooper is online on TikTok using the name Holly Stanley Time for Truth, and they've got a duty of care to safeguard children, because they had that duty of care when he was in prison as a medium risk to children in prison. They have that duty of care to safeguard children on the outside as well, and they'll be able to find and trace where he is without mass public hatred, because vigilante justice isn't something that one needs, because he becomes a victim then.
Cassie, have you got the recent picture of what he looks like?
Oh my god, he looks like one of those geisha girls that you put on the wall in the 80s.
Yeah, No Face has just put it on. He doesn't look anything like the picture that obviously everybody else has seen. He's got a fucking wig on. It's absolutely disgusting.
That's his real hair, so that's his real hair. He's grown it out, and the thing is, Shauna, if you have a look on his on the UK database under Steven Loveday, you'll see that he was a big, butch, quite attractive man, and then he's gone to this tall, lanky woman. And there's so many different faces of Steven Loveday as a man, Holly Stanley as a woman, and now Danielle Cooper is this poor little victim of their own doing, crying online.
He sat there saying, "Oh, I'm coming off the register, so that makes it okay." Nah, mate, you're a fucking, you know what, and you know you're, whether you're on the register or not.
Exactly. Even if you've been on the register for flashing and having a slash down the back lane, you've still been on the register, and you don't minimise that. And what he's doing is minimising his crimes to get him on the register.
Nah,
Sorry, I was saying. So what's he? He's been convicted, right? Of what's he been convicted
yeah.
of?
No Face has got a list of all his convictions, Angie. He is a dangerous man.
I haven't got me the phone with us to check offhand, but off the top of my head, it's possession of indecent images, and he claims that these images were cartoon images, and he was sent them, and he didn't know that he was sent them. That's a defence. If that was the case, right, Angie, if someone who hated you sent you cartoon images of child P, instantly...
I don't think they're a peddler.
Exactly. Instantly, you'd block them. And if the police ever seized your phones and found it, you'd be like, someone sent us it. It was a picture. It was like a cartoon. I deleted it. That's your defence. And I highly doubt a judge would send you to prison for as long as he went to prison for.
How long did he get to prison for, Feisty?
I don't know. Voyeurism as well. Yeah, that's right.
I feel like we've been here before. With you in the box, Feisty, and discussing this. I don't know, it's weird. Right.
And No Face is your best bet to get all the information about it.
I don't want to do an exposure. That was an awareness.
No.
I mean, if you want to, Feisty, on here, that's fine, yeah.
It's just that people still sat there gifting him and supporting and enabling his behaviour. Nah, you've done wrong towards children. Why the fuck are you sat there enabling this prick? It's disgusting.
It's really bad. It's really bad. So at the moment, I'm trying to locate where he is, and I've been locating him through. You'll think that you're safe going on live stream, pointing down to the floor, but you're not, because it gives your location away, because it's got BT. So the little, like the manhole covers have got special codes on them to tell each person exactly where that manhole is, where they need to be, and it's really easy to find. Shanice, yes, I did go through his bins, and I'd do it again, because I got him sent to prison. I'd do it again. I didn't come on live, begging it up and bragging, and I didn't tell Fact Freak everything that I found. I didn't tell Maz everything that I knew. I kept it to myself, and I got him sent to fucking prison.
Sorry.
I did. It was horrible.
Oh, fucking hell.
I asked you, why did you go for his bins? Were you looking for something specific?
Right, so there was somebody who was legally trained who was watching it all unfold, right? And the week after he was being exposed, he started throwing everything away in the bin, like emptying his whole house, like gutting it. You could see him and hear him packing it up in the background. And that legally trained person was like, oh my God, he's getting rid of evidence. It's all going in the bin. So yeah, I went to his house and I emptied his bin. I went through his bin. But do you know the funny thing? The police was parked outside of the front of his house when me and my ex ran away with both of the bins. In fact, we didn't run, we just pulled it down the street to the end of the street, and a cop car drove past it as we were rooting through the bin, stopped for a good 2 minutes and didn't do fuck all, because even the copper knew there was stuff in that bin that he couldn't lawfully get. But we could. So we did.
This is me on this fucking app.
We're in it feisty, because they wouldn't be able to go, the police wouldn't be able to they can't do certain things,
Yeah. Without a warrant, the police cannot go through those bins. I'd do it again, Angie. It was gross, but I'd do it again for what I got out of that bin and what I sent to the police. I'd do it again.
Why do they keep releasing him?
How long did he go to prison for, feisty?
He only went down for a few months with the stuff that I sent. He only went down for a few months. He was gone for about 8 or 9 months recently. But every time he comes back on live on TikTok, all of a sudden he'll disappear again, and that's because authority. And that's because authority. Allowed to use social media the way that he is.
I had this debate not so long ago. Why are these people coming out of prison, these, SOs, whatever you want to call them, and using bloody, I don't know if it's the right word, SO, and using bloody social media?
So says you can't go onto the internet, then you're breaking your support and you can go back to prison for it.
Yeah, you can. You really can.
He's not allowed on the internet, and he's playing a very dangerous game.
He's allowed on the internet. No, he is allowed on the internet, and he is allowed to have an internet browser, but he's not allowed to delete his internet history. So he's not allowed to delete his search history, and he's not allowed to... And he's got to have his phone available upon request.
So he can sit on TikTok and do what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So he gets his devices checked all the time?
Upon request. And it's every time they're made aware, every time the authorities in charge of him, so it's called PPU, Police Protection Unit, and I call them the pedo police. Basically, when you're a pedo and you're released into the public, you've got PPU who protect you from stuff like this being online. So Loveday sat there going, why was none of this stuff online? Why was none of it online? It wasn't online because Police Protection Unit actually work with...
Apparently, guys, No Face, No Case is doing a exposure on them at 8 o'clock.
Good.
Perfect.
These people need to be aware because there is some people that don't know the full story of this monster.
Yeah, definitely get out there and get him off.
We have as you today, so people are aware who he is. If they go and, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, feisty.
It is. So the reason he got sent down last time was when it all came out, Angie, 2 of his followers had met up with him, but they'd met up with him with their children.
What?
And that's in breach of his order. That's in breach of his order.
What is wrong with people?
But at the time, none of this was out there, Shauna, honest. None of this was out there. Even I felt sorry for him.
Huh?
Just weird, man. Fucking weird behaviour. That's what he needs to do.
DJ, can we have a bit of No Face? Apparently he's asking to get
2 seconds.
If No Face is talking about it, feisty. You should, I don't know, do you get on with No Face?
No, I haven't got a good relationship with No Face. I asked him to help us about a year ago and I gave him my number and he never bothered speaking to us again, so no. Which is a shame because he's doing a really good job campaigning about Loveday, because obviously we had that stupid misread thing last night whilst Loveday was live, and I had 16 people in my live at one point and I was like, just go and report, get taken down. And he sat there on live saying, people are calling me a baby R word. And he was saying the word, over and over and over and over again, baby R, baby R, baby R. And his live was live for more than 3 hours. And I was like, this is ridiculous, just go over and do what you need to do. It was in me poll, and I was just pointing at my poll because obviously it's harassment and bullying if you're asking people to take down things. I was like, you just need to look at the poll and do what the poll's asking you to do. And it was for hours and hours and hours. He was live and gaslighting, and it was just ridiculous.
Wow, fucking specimen, honest to God. It angers me.
I know. I'll say it again though, vigilante justice for this man, this woman, whatever he wants to be right now, he's still a predator on the register with a sexual harm prevention order in place. Vigilante justice isn't what he deserves. He deserves to be in prison where everybody knows what he is and what he's done, and he deserves to hear them hollering through the walls at him all night long about the crimes that he's committed.
I don't like, it weren't that long ago. He was doing a live and he was showing all of his convictions on the live.
Yeah.
And he were arguing with people saying, I've not had a baby, these are my convictions. I'm sorry, but I would not be sat there showing all the fucking TikTok my convictions, pal.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Exactly. Exactly. He's
That's okay. He's still a fucking peddler. He's got an obsession with fucking kids. It doesn't matter if he's been to prison or not. It doesn't change him as a person.
What I'm saying is, right, that people, I will include myself, wondering.
He gaslights people to feel sorry for him, and then he builds up a community of vulnerable people but the vulnerable, Angie, they believe someone when they're saying stuff like that, when everybody else is like, no, he's a wrong'un. They believe him because they feel sorry for him, and it's literally, it's him gaslighting, and that breaches his sexual harm prevention order because it's grooming behaviour of vulnerable people.
People seem to think you go to fucking prison and you're a changed person. Clearly not.
No.
Absolutely not. He's breaching his orders. That's why people are on his case. And there's vulnerable people that are supporting this monster. And he's trying to play the victim card. Nah, mate, you're a fucking you know what. And the whole world's going to know about you. Oh, it gets me around mad.
Crazy Chick, I have reported it to the police, his probation and also his previous prison.
Like, obviously, do you know, I think he's using that as a thing to make himself appear more vulnerable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Because he was throwing the trans thing around at people. He was throwing the trans. Oh, you're only going at me because I'm trans. That's what he was trying to throw around.
No, we're going at you because you're a fucking pedo.
Mm-hmm. Thinking that the trans community would jump behind him.
Oh yeah, my God! I don't think the trans community claim him.
No. Listen, whoever just said Alpha 2.0, that's ridiculous because this is nowhere near Alpha level. Like, fucking hell, this person's a predator. Like, get it right. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Like, get your fucking priorities right, yeah? And realise that, yeah, some creators on here are wrong.
Arseholes.
Yeah? That's the right word, they're arseholes, yeah, but they're not fucking predators. This is a predator. Get them right. And this is why these ain't getting the same energy, because people are just looking at these like someone like fucking Alphabot. Do you know what I mean? When that ain't the case. This is a lot worse than Alphabot.
Because this is what I'm saying, and this is what makes me so angry on this app when people get called pedolos constantly for no fucking reason, yeah? Is because it takes away from the real fucking problem. Do you know what I mean? It gets thrown around so easily on this app to people, you know, who obviously aren't guilty of that. Yet you've got people like this sitting on here. Like, and it takes away from shining the spotlight on the real fucking problem.
Listen, I know people that have done double that sentence for carrying like a few Zs of bud. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. They need to look it up and look over it, but they won't, because there's too many peddlers within the system themselves. I'm talking judges, fucking police. Do you know what I mean? So they won't. Hence why the laws don't change now, and they're still exactly the same as what they were 30, 40, 50 years ago.
My brother done the same amount of time for a bit of hash.
So this is what I'm saying. Hey, Gracie, I remember when I was it must have been about 1920. The guy who lived 3 doors down from me got caught with 13 Zs of bud in his shed, and the geezer got a 6 stretch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For bud. And it's legal in other countries. That is fucking crazy. Thank you, Louise, man.
I actually feel sick. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Well, I'm glad you jumped up, Gracie, and you've seen this, because a lot more people are coming in you, Jake, because of...
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were... I did see a post where people... It was like people are supporting Holly Stanley or something, but I didn't realise that they were back like now.
Yeah, like back, going live. Like, they go live and talk, they sit there and explain themselves. People are going in and saying about the images, and they're saying they were cartoon images. Then he tried to say the voyeurism was because he filmed a lady committing an S offence, and she didn't realise, yeah? But that doesn't matter. What? So because that... But that doesn't matter. What? So because that... The person's brain is not wired.
What time do you reckon you're going to go live tonight, No Face?
I'm going to do this live at 8 o'clock, but I'm going to come off soon, do a proper video, and if everyone can just keep an eye on my page and share it out and repost it, and we just have to make a proper example of this fucker tonight. I'll make sure.
Yeah, make sure you make a video. No Face. Have you got? Did you speak to Jay off the app? Have you got Jay's number?
No, I don't speak to anyone off the app, Gracie.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry, let me just see that comment.
I speak to Gracie off app. Do you need to send me something, Grace?
No, I just want because I've got all my messages turned off.
I'm muted. I've got
messages. And I've got my tags and that turned off. But No Face is going to make a video, and I want to send the link to it to EQ. So I just need someone to get me the video. That's all. The video link.
I'll get you the video link.
Thank you.
Oh my God, man, I feel sick.
One disgusting person.
Right, do you know what, people? I'm going to come off now, and I'm going to go and do a video, and we'll go from there. That's what I'm saying. That's why I muted people. Listen,
there you
even
go.
though I think this guy's a wrong one, yeah. I think this guy's a wrong one, yeah. An absolute pedo. I'm not going to have people putting addresses in my chat.
Angie said Paul speaks to No Face. I'll send it to you. Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, I spoke to Paul the other day, yeah, so yeah, but yeah, like, we won't have anyone's address because we don't know if that address is actually his address, yeah? and that address could have children in it. So
Someone tried to dox
not
the
his
address.
children, but that could be an address where there is children. So we won't have addresses put in the chat, all right? More, feel free to send it to me on inbox.
Yeah, all right. Once that's done, I'll ask EQ to play it on live.
No, see, this is what I'm saying, people. Look, you're all saying his address is via company's house. Do you really think he actually owns Southwest Roofing? He don't. He used that name. That's a legitimate company. And that's what I'm trying to get. Like, you straight away.
So that company has absolutely nothing to do with him. Have they been notified?
I don't know. I've not got a clue.
I think that could be a good idea if somebody does reach out to them and let them know that they are being used.
The company ain't his. That's just the name he's used to get on this app.
My dissolved company is on Company's House from years ago, and that is an address that I'm no longer at, that a new family lives in. So do you know what I mean? If somebody went onto Company's House and looked me up and got an address, that's not where I live. A new family lives there and have done for a while. So you know what I mean? You don't know.
That's exactly it. He's in a hostel. We know he's in a hostel.
Thank you, Stormy Rain.
Right, and someone who just said, why just EQ, not all shares? It has been said for all. Do you know what I mean? But Gracie talks with EQ, so she said she'll send that over.
Yes, specifically EQ for me, because I speak to you. I don't have any involvement with any other big creators on here. That's all.
How can Gracie? You know what? I might do an exposure on this Gracie woman. Right? How can she sit there and talk about pedlos when she manages EQ? It's the most disgusting things. I'm not saying she's a pedlo though, but disgusting things about children. Guys, ask me that question. Answer the question, man. How can she sit there? All the things that EQ said. I hope your child dies of SIDS. Yeah, this is what she was been saying. She even said most disgusting things about Miss Red's. Was it grandchild or was it Jay's kids?
Was it Jay?
And I can't even repeat what EQ said about.
Just said at the same time as Miss Red's grandkids, Angie. The same time as what she said about Miss Red's grandkids, all over live stream, she said that I pleasured my children with my mouth.
Yeah, that's what she said about Jay.
I would never, ever, ever, ever accept an apology from that vile creature. Never.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, guys. So how can Gracie sit there talk about pedlos when she manages one? Not pedlo, but I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. If you're thinking like that in your head, you got to questions, isn't it? You got to question them.
Because they just say it was an act. That's why.
I'm not saying EQ's a pedlo.
She was definitely Chelsea Harwood when she said it about me, because it was the whole CLE and hospital drama.
No, but you can hide behind an act, can't you, as they say?
Try, but she's just a nasty person with a cold heart.
EQ is quite big on here. Let's not forget, guys, just because you're big on here doesn't mean you can get away with whatever you can get away with. And now these other creators are asking for help from her. She said the most disgusting things about children, you know what I mean? I'm going to do an exposure on you, Gracie. Not you. No. Go and tell her that I'm going to do an exposure on. Go and tell her that I'm going to do an exposure on.
This is the problem. You lot listen to this fucking idiot. You give this fucking idiot views who calls people
All the views
with absolutely
no. Gracie, twist me again. I never said that.
What the fuck is this woman? Honestly, she's got alcohol poisoning. She's not. What is wrong with her? What is wrong with this toxic, venomous, poisonous fucking woman? What the fuck?
People just throw that fucking...
No, people don't. It's Angie. It's Angie. She's called me a pedo 20 times.
Well, no, I didn't. Gracie, you said you could. I won't be doing an exposure on you.
Right, Gracie, I'm going to come off and make this video so I can get it done.
Oh, stay affected, Gracie. Go affected. Go cry about it.
All right.
You can go round again.
All right.
What I said was, right?
I'll see soon.
What I said is maybe someone needs to do exposure on Gracie. She manages EQ. But I did say She's not pedlo. There you go, Gracie, twisting everything around again. I never said that EQ was a pedlo. I said that what kind of person has those thoughts in their head about children. I didn't say she was a pedlo. She's twisted that, hasn't she? How can you sit there talking about pedlos when you manage someone that talks about children in the most disgusting way?
You never said Gracie was.
No, I said it, and then I turned around and said, no, I'm not saying she's a pedlo. That's what I said. I'm not saying that's what she is, but people will question someone that has those thoughts in their head.
She wants a box.
Oh, that's troll saying it.
You like Gracie, so I'm just going to stay mute.
That's Gracie in the chat, isn't it?
Ange, can I ask you something, right? And I'm very calm. I don't want to get in a fucking argument with you or whatever. Whilst we're doing a live about a convicted pedo, right, a convicted person, why would you turn around and make that situation about somebody who has zero convictions, who has never said anything sexualized about fucking children or anything like that? Why would you turn around and make that about someone that you just don't like?
EQ told me that I pleasured my children with my mouth, so she has said something sexualised about children to me.
Or I don't know anything about that, but you can't call someone a fucking pedo.
Gracie,
I'm going to out Gracie for managing a pedo. She's not a pedo. Stop saying things like that.
I never called her a pedlo. I said Gracie manages someone that says the most disgusting thing about children. I never called her a pedlo. And I did say, I'm not saying she's a pedlo. I did say that. I'm just saying, but she has said the most disgusting things about children. That's what I said.
So you're doing an outing live. Listen, I don't.
Well, people were saying in the comments we should do an exposure.
But you're doing an outing live on me because someone else has said things that has nothing to do with me. Angie, I've got a bit of advice for you.
You know what, Grace? Right? Don't let anyone talk, and that's
no. Ange, let me speak. You sit and talk on here all day long. I'll never get in your box. So let me have a little chat with you for a second. Yeah, get up. Yeah, take a couple of paracetamol, go outside, do something that does not involve drowning yourself in fucking alcohol, and get a life. Because all you do is sit on this fucking app. All you do is sit on this app and condemn other people because you've got no.
Why don't you go to the gym? How about you that? And
I don't need to go to the gym. I've had weight loss surgery. I don't need to go to the gym. I've had weight loss surgery. Not all of us skip our meals to fill our stomachs with wine.
What?
Keep muting me. Angie, you won't shut me up.
Both taken away from Loveday. This is stupid. You're both taken away from the fact that Loveday's on the app.
From Loveday. The moment you
started
let me speak, slagging other people off
I was talking about Loveday.
You've got no family. You sit and abuse your
mother. Oh, guess what, Gracie? You
live in a box room. You've got no family.
You had to cheat. You couldn't even go on a diet. You had to cheat and go and get their surgery done.
You've got no life, Angie.
Your viewers exposure. I will do exposure on you, Gracie. And that's just tough. I will be doing exposure on you guys. I will find out what day.
Ooh, Angie's doing an exposure on me because you are the most credible source on this fucking app, Angie. The most credible source on this app. You're nothing.
You're obviously affected. You're obviously affected, Gracie.
Nothing but a
goodbye, Gracie. Get out of my life. Bye-bye. She's obviously affected, though, isn't she?
Can I just clout chase while there's 2,000 people in here? Holly Stanley _ time for truth. The account needs to be gone. The horrific predator. They've got crimes against children. They're on the sex offenders register. They've got a sexual harm prevention order in place, and No Face is doing a live about them tonight. That's all I can say.
Yeah, he needs off the app. Definitely.
Already clear as joining Angie's exposure on Gracie. Does he not? Oh, he doesn't like it, does he? Oh, there's stuff in the box. What is it now, Gracie? For God's sake, you're so offended.
Let me listen. Since you're so bothered
Well, if you're gonna
about
sit
me,
back on
Angie,
my family,
let
I've
me
got no
ask you
clue what's
something.
going
Angie, stop talking for a second. I'm gonna ask you something. Meet me today. Or are you just going to sit on this app?
on.
Meet me today. I will get in my car right now and come to where you are. Meet me right
Are you
now.
threatening me now?
Meet me. No, I'm not threatening you. Have you got the guts? Have you got the guts? Have you got the guts? Let me speak. Let me
Why are you
speak.
threatening me?
Have you got the guts to meet me today? Right now.
Why are you
Yes or
threatening
no?
me?
Yes or no, Angie?
Lose some weight, you're a fat cow. You're taking it. I will do exposure on you. I will do exposure on you.
Fill
Tomorrow.
yourself up with
Tomorrow,
more wine.
Gracie. Piss off. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock. In the evening, exposure on Gracie. We'll have already clear on as well, by the way, Gracie. Don't you sit here threatening me, saying you've got nothing, you haven't got this, you haven't got this. Shut up.
I have no words.
Sitting there threatening me. Who do you think you are? It's a fucking app and you're sitting there threatening me. You're pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Bin Gracie. Guys, don't miss it. It's going to be a big exposure on Gracie. You're not going to want to miss it, guys.
You're only going to find out about all the good that she's done on the app, Angie.
Huh?
You're only going to find out about the good stuff that she's done on the app, like at Christmas when she sent all those gifts to people. And
Yeah, but you say she sent gifts, but it's people that are gifting her that she's gifted back out.
Do you like Gracie?
Yeah, sorry, Angie, I
It's money
do.
at the end of the day.
I like Gracie. I think she does a lot of good. I don't like the fact that she's managing EQ.
Gracie, I work for ISD. You're going to have to go.
No.
Oh, Andy.
We'll have all the haters in the boxes, guys. I'll have to
Don't
message.
want to pay for a gastric band for me.
I'll try and get all clear in that box, guys, for tomorrow. Exposure.
I don't know, it's that people just get too irate. It's like, why?
Oh my God, I can't stop eating these hula hoops. I've never known a woman so affected by me. Gracie, you are affected by me. Stay triggered. Oh, you're going to come meet me? You're going to... Oh, shut up. Over a nap, man. That's how embarrassing.
I cheated out of gastric band. Yeah, if I can afford it, I'll cheat as well, because I can't lose it.
You're an embarrassment, Gracie. You really are, over a nap. Oh, come and meet you. Stay affected.
So I don't know. You never know the person outside the app anyway.
You're obviously a very unhappy person, Gracie. I can't wait to do this exposure on you. Yeah, Bin Gracie. She doesn't help no one but herself. She manipulates his viewers for gifts, right? You saying that she does things and sings things for Christmas and all this, right? But she profits out of that. If she's going to do it, she would do it without telling you. You know what I mean? And she's told you because she wants. And she's told you because she wants. Fine. And that was embarrassing. So you don't sit there talking about me, Gracie, cry baby. Crying over money. Oh my God, I feel sick eating all these hula hoops, man.
Don't eat them, man. Everyone's doing green hearts with Gracie.
You really can't stop. Only a few people, they're getting blocked though anyway. I mean, it's pathetic. It don't bother me, does it, putting a fucking green heart? It just gets you blocked.
Gets you up the popular, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah, it does. It gets me up the popular. Oh, yeah. Actually, carry on. Forgot about that.
I don't know, it's such crazy. Seriously.
Oh, Angie's the best. Thank you.
But that person needs off the app. That was the important thing.
Yeah. Leave a bubbly fast asleep, man. Rosie has to pay for a man to stay around. Exactly, she has to pay for a boyfriend.
He needs a man, seriously. Much better off by himself.
Who's snoring?
Not me. My dogs don't snore.